Welcome back to the lovely trading video. In this one we are going to do a breakdown on crude oil futures and finally see kind of where we should be seeing a bounce after all this bearish behavior. First as well is, if you do watch the channel and you're wondering if there's no recap today, there probably won't be. If there wasn't one uploaded before this, there will be no recap today because it just means there's been another day of no trades. We got the orders out here. If none of these do go through or we decide to cancel them, there may be no trades. But we'll get straight into the video on the crude oil futures. So you can see we're using the /CL on Thinkorswim to do all the charting for this. So as you will see, we did a big pullback before, which started kind of early July and kind of pulled back until kind of mid-July. And this came in and bounced around this 65 level. This, if you were looking and using standard deviations, you would have seen and noticed the bounce because it bounced off this line here. They do move, and that's why it's not touching it anymore, because this deviation will update every 4 hours, and on the daily it will update every 24 hours. So it bounced off here the first time, and that's why we got that level up there, the 65.20. Then it's pulled back. We basically came back to the mean. We did touch the mean on the daily. And now we're continuing the downtrend, which is usually what will happen. We're starting to bounce off this 25.20 level again. However, we will most likely break through this lower. And if we do, the level we will be looking at for the main bounce will be $63. When it comes into this level, yeah, we should get that solid bounce up to at least 65.20. And then we may continue further down. That will be unlikely, but could happen. If we do continue further down, we will be looking at bounces around 62 all the way down to probably around 56. They'll be kind of the area, but I don't think we would continue down. I think we'll bounce off this 63 level, break back above this 65 level, and then continue back to the mean of around $75. But 63 is a more solid price, and it probably will be a price we will hit, as it does look like we will continue this further down momentum. I do think as well, RSI, obviously don't trade strictly off it, but it does tend to have some, especially on indexes and futures, does tend to be quite accurate on deciding kind of the end of these moves. Usually once they become oversold or overbought is usually when these moves will begin to end. So you can see on the upside it was oversold when it ended, and on the downside we're waiting for it to kind of be oversold on the daily chart because it has been on the 4 hours so far. So as soon as it becomes oversold on the daily, this is probably when it will be around that 63 level, and we will probably get that strong bounce and continue up to the $70 area. So that's kind of it on the breakdown. We won't long it out or anything. Those are the main levels we're looking at. So hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.